Cancer, welcome to your weekly November tarot reading. And we're going to do something a little different today. We are going to do a you versus them reading. And at first I was going to title it Why It All Happened, but we're just going to let it be you versus them and the message that comes out, because I got a different type of message with the first reading. So I'm like, you know what, we'll just see what happens. We'll let the reading tell us what we're discovering and what we're finding out. So here we go. One more bonus card, and all these cards can be found in the playlist description. And do remember to, while you're over there, to check for your sun, moon, rising sign, whichever ones you haven't watched. See what additional messages are there for you. And here we go. Remember, time and energy is fluid, not linear. So we're going to draw a card for you, the energy in the middle, and then we're going to do a card for them. And I am doing the romance oracle because I don't use it that often, but this could be many different types of relationships, so we'll just see what comes out. There's always a stack of cards here. All right, Cancer. What do we have for Cancer's side over here? Stop right there. All right. Cancer. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Now, I want to add to that, could be past life. Okay? All right. Let's see what energy is connecting you. This is the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. This could be a lesson. It could be what brought you together, or what is bringing you together. Because in the Pisces read, they hadn't really, launched anything yet. So here we go for Cancer. I just stop when it feels right. Here we go. What's in between? Surrender. Woo! I just got that Paula Cole song in my head from City of Angels. Woo! Okay. Let's get their side over here, Cancer. Now, it's interesting you got reconciliation, because it's not really saying that much about you. It's just saying something from your past. So let's see what's coming up on their side. Soulmate. Oh my gosh, Cancer. Yes, this is your soulmate. A soulmate. Doesn't say what kind. That looks very romantic. All right, so we're going to do your side here, Cancer, the in-between energies, and then them over here. And do let me know if you like this style of reading, you versus them, and if you have questions or topics you want me to cover. I'd be happy to do so. All right. On your side, Cancer, what is going on? Wow. Okay. Oh, the Star. They might be at a distance. You have the High Priestess. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's you, Cancer. So, and you have the Three of Pentacles. We're going to put all these cards out and then we'll clarify. All right. We're going to do the center energy. Wow, that Star energy. That is amazing. I think I think you're very psychic here, Cancer. You have the Ten of Wands. Under surrender. King of Cups, Scorpio energy, and the Emperor. Woo! Aries. Wow. All right, let's see what's coming up on their side. See what's going on. Two cards flew out. We have the Two of Swords and the Page of Swords. Knight of Cups. Woo! Wow. Wow. All right. This is getting me excited. So we have some Pisces energy there. Oh, my goodness. All right. So we're going to clarify now. So you have the Star, the High Priestess, and the Three of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Nine of Swords. Oh. Knight of Pentacles. And the Emperor again. Oh. My. Okay. All right. All right. So the Star is your hopes and dreams. I'm getting a couple of different messages here. So we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. The Nine of Swords is probably one of my least favorite cards here, Cancer. I mean, it just is. It's Mars energy. It could represent that the pain or anguish I'm getting. This feels like a past life. I'm just going to say that. This is going to be just for some of you. It feels like you've been in pain and maybe not even realizing it with not having this person in your life now. You may not understand why you feel this way. It's a very strange message. It may not resonate with a lot of people here. I think the distance between you and this person is painful, like palpable. But you may not even know why until this person comes back into your life. That's Zoe. No. She's my Boston mix. Okay. So yeah, I'm getting some conflicting energies here. What am I doing? I'm gonna put it back down. We'll get the rest of this out, and I think this will reveal itself in time, because it's kind of a strange card to come up, right? Everything else looks good so far. Are you worried that they won't come back? If this is a current or current life past person. Now we have plenty of court cards here. Let's take a look around the room here. We've got a Knight of Pentacles. We've got two Emperors here. A King of Cups, a Page, and a Knight of Cups. That's a lot of people. Okay. So the High Priestess here is you, Cancer. It's you really in your highest form. This is you having a really good connection with your higher self. And crossed by the Knight of Pentacles, it just tells me that you're a very diligent and practical person. You're kind of slow moving with things because you're very intentional. But you also trust your intuition greatly. Trust your intuition greatly. That's what I'm feeling with this one right here for you. Maybe you just rather take your time with this. The Three of Pentacles here, it's teamwork, but we have this boss energy crossing it. I'm wondering, was this a person that you met in the workplace a long time ago? Hopefully it wasn't a boss. I'm not the biggest fan of workplace romances, I have to say that. This could be saying it's just time to take charge here of this creativity, or it feels like it has to do with the creation of this. Your ability to mold this. I'm almost getting like a vision of clay here. But this is about taking charge and taking control. So I want to keep going here because there's something here that feels off and I'm not quite sure what it is yet. The Emperor is a card of hard control. It could also just mean an Aries. But I'm kind of worried with that Nine of Swords. All right, in the center, you have two Sagittarius energies. I don't know if I'm going to know the full story until I get everything out here, to be honest. Two of Pentacles and the Moon. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull their cards too. I need to see what's going on here. Because that Nine of... Oh, look at that. Now we have the 10 over here. This is something that ended. Two of Cups. Yep, it was, yeah, soulmate energy right there. Wow, Five of Cups. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. See, now it's starting to make sense why that Nine of Swords is coming up in your area. What happened here, you guys? What happened? Let's look at their side first. Something ended for sure. We have the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Now, here's the thing. Did you reject them? Or were you already together and did you break up with them or did they break up with you? That's the big question here. They may have broke up with you. Let's take a look at this over here. We have indecision and then like, you know, there's an ending here. It kind of feels like they were on the fence with ending this. Yeah. I mean, that's the end. They weren't sure. And they ended it. I feel like they ended it, but take however it resonates, right? It's just showing up on their side, so. But that's what that feels like. Indecision and then just deciding to end it. I feel like this was, with this Page of Swords here, it's a younger court card. This could have been a romance you had when you were a lot younger, right? Definitely a soulmate. Now, if it's not romantic, it could just be a friend, you know, a soulmate connection friend. But I feel like it was younger when you were both younger. Doesn't have to be. It could be that they're watching you now with that Page of Swords kind of stalker energy. What I'm getting with these two cards is they made the offer. That's what it feels like. But then we have the Five of Swords. There could be regret here. Now, I'm getting another story. Maybe they were indecisive about making this offer and nothing came of it. The relationship died, somebody moved, could be something like that, and they regret the loss of it. Because there is definitely a feeling of loss here over something that they no longer have. Maybe they never had it. It's hard to say. I'm feeling a lot of different energies here. And the reason why that is because, you know, this is a collective Cancer reading, all of the Cancers, and you experience similar events, but just ever so different, right? So this could be rejection. They could have finally made an offer after watching and looking, and you were like, no. And that might keep you up at night. You know, maybe you've been focused on work since then, because we do have the Pentacles here, and we've got this Emperor energy This is interesting right here, right under surrender. We have the Ten of Wands and Temperance. Oh, this fiery energy here. This is like, so the Ten of Wands, this is like determination, right? You make up your mind of what you're going to do, where you're going to go. It's a goal. And you're unwavering in your goal. You will get there, no matter what it is. It's making a decision and sticking to it. Whether it's moving on, whether it's, learning something new, leaving someone, it's never turning back. You could have said, I'll never go back to that, or I don't want that, or there's something here where you didn't look back. Maybe one or both of you. That's what I'm feeling here. But I feel like something has changed. Something is different now. Okay? You're both more mature and older, is what I'm seeing here. And this inner alchemy, I don't think you see things the same way anymore. That's what I'm feeling here with both of these. And it's interesting that this is coming up under surrender. Surrender to the progress of change. Maybe you're determined to have this temperance energy, it's patience, it's inner alchemy. Maybe one or both of you have worked on this in the absence of one another and very determined to come to some place of peace and balance. This is actually quite good. The King of Cups, Scorpio energy, also very intuitive, very in touch with their emotions, and balanced emotions is what I'm feeling here. Oh, great combination. You do want someone who's balanced in their energy, someone who's done that deep dive into their emotions and face their fears, face the darkness within. That's what I'm feeling here, and has come back up to the surface. Now they're wiser about what they want, what they don't want. Very caring individual, maybe one or both of you now, but a lot more mature. And like I said, balanced in their emotions now. I think this is interesting that the Emperor is showing up here under the moon, under surrender. Because the Emperor is not known to be someone to surrender. The Emperor is a fighter. The Emperor has a suit of armor wait a minute. What? The Emperor has his suit of armor on, under his suit. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. And so this darkness, this unknown, does not the Emperor will just go right into it if he needs to. There's no fear here. But I'm trying to figure out how the surrender, because the Emperor is very brave. This could be saying you have to, in a way, surrender control of the unknown, controlling something like that. Maybe that's what this is saying. So the Emperor here feels more like not a person, okay? Feels like a mentality. There's some things you can't have control over. There's some things that are just unknown until you view it, right? It's like those atoms and particles. They don't show up in a certain place until you observe it. And then whatever you observe, that's what it is. That is some freaky stuff right there. So I think this is saying that in order for this reconciliation, if you want it, you do not have to have it. I have to say, so two things coming out here at the same time. It's so hard. If you're wanting this, you would have to surrender to the unknown, okay? And face your fears with that unknown. Now, I do want to put an asterisk on this. If this person was controlling or in any way the negative aspects of an emperor, bossy, abusive, domineering, any kind of things like that, definitely that's just a no on this. Any toxic person from your past, although it's not really coming up that way, but why would you be in the Nine of Swords about it? I don't know. But if it's anyone negative, I mean, I'm not a proponent of that. That's why I'm not a big fan of past people, because they're in the past usually for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So if that Nine of Swords has any clout whatsoever, trust it. Trust your higher self on this one. And if they try to say they've changed or blah, 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 no, they're same. They're same. They haven't changed at all. Still dark, mysterious, right? I would say surrender to your higher self and your best judgment here, because there is an element here, Cancer, that there could be this controlling energy. So that's really going to be up to you on this one, right? Divine fruit. Look at that orange sacral color. As I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warmth, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. Thinker. That's interesting, because this is thinking but getting all caught up in it. Have you been wanting this reconciliation? I mean, if you parted on okay terms, if you were just too young and you had to go your separate ways, you had to go to a different school or something like that, and the person isn't toxic, then it's fine, right? One with self, blossoming. That's that high priestess energy right there. Definitely trust your intuition. Casket. Woo! Someone going out of your life, or the end of a situation. That's that Ten of Swords right there. Now, for some of you, this could be happening in this moment, because like I said, time and energy is fluid. This could be happening to you right now, this breakup. And that's why the Nine of Swords is here. But this is saying the reason why it's happening is for you to grow and transform. To surrender to this growth that you're going through. Right? That's the message. Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. So yeah, it just depends on your timeline, you guys. Some of you guys are just now experiencing this. Some of you are way past it. Woo! Axe. Forces working against you. I'm not feeling that part, but something has gotten the axe. You know, rejection, ending something. But there is a return here. There is a return. That's why sometimes these readings can freak me out, because if it was anybody, I have to say, if it were toxic in any way, do not let them return. Do not. They do not change. I am so sorry. They don't. All right. Cancer. Wow. What a crazy reading. Let me know if this resonated with you in the comments below. And if you want to see more you versus them style readings, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.